Yo, yo, yo. I hope y'all can hear me out here. What's cracking, y'all? What's cracking, y'all? She don't know how to work the StreamYard, and I'm trying to get it live right now and just go on live with her via Facebook. So I'm trying to get that going now.
Okay, I was wondering why you're not on.
And I'm not figuring this. It's not, for whatever reason, it's like it's not letting me add her to the live.
There may be something on her end that she don't see or don't know about that she gotta click that you're not seeing because you.
What's up, y'all? I know I'm a little late today. I'm waiting on my guest. I'm trying to get my guest in with me today. She sees me now. Bring them on camera. Boom. And here we go. I just sent you the request. I'm adding you now, so you should be able to hop on. So hop on the camera with me. I'm sorry I'm running late, y'all. We had a little technical difficulties. The way I usually do it doesn't work, and it wasn't working. So now we trying to get it going now. We're going to bring my guest, the one, the only, Sophia Stewart, on. And thank y'all for being patient with me, because y'all know how I really carry it. We're not going to carry it the way we usually do today through the system that I use. We're just going to do Facebook Live, and it's just going to be a straight up talk today. So I hope y'all prepared for that, and y'all ready to just enjoy the moment. Um, I'm trying to bring you on, Miss Stewart. Click the accept the. There we go.
Yeah, finally.
All right.
It's like a miracle. What the heck?
I
Ah,
can't
no,
see you
my
though. You gotta turn your camera on.
camera is on. I see you. My camera is on.
Yeah, but your camera on my end is no picture showing,
Do
so
you see my
you might have to
camera?
turn.
It is on. My camera is on. Look. Oh
I
my
can't see
God.
you.
Oh, that's crazy. Hold on, because my camera is on. Do you see me now?
I
Wow.
still can't see you.
Oh
It's pitch
man.
black. It's pitch black on our end right now.
Oh man, this is crazy.
Yeah, we've been trying to get
Wow.
it going all day, y'all. We've been trying to get it going for like an
Oh,
hour, half hour.
I don't know what to do because I can see you, I can hear you, I can see myself on camera. Ask people, can they see me? Ask the people if they can see me.
Let me know if y'all can see Miss Stewart, y'all. Let me know what's going on.
Hi.
Let me know if y'all can see Sophia, y'all.
You can't see me now?
No, we still can't see you.
Oh gosh, I don't know what to do.
You might have to come out and come back in, or turn your camera.
My camera is wait, let's see what it says. Hold up, hold up. Share now. Wait a minute. I don't, it doesn't let me do anything but share now. Okay. Posted. I posted something, me. I can see you. I see you really good. I don't know what to do.
So,
Because my camera is working over here.
well, on my end, I can it does see you on the live. You clicked out. You got to come back on. All right, we waiting for her to come back on. I'm gonna add her back in. I'm gonna bring her back in. She was on.
Now. Okay, there I am. I just joined on camera.
Well, they can see you. I can't see you, but looking at
I
your
just
page, you're here.
joined. Yeah, I just joined right here. I'm texting you. Just joined on camera because it said hit the camera and I hit camera. See right here, I'm gonna text you. Just joined on camera because it says camera. Because whatever I did and I clicked over, it says join now, audio or camera, and I hit the camera.
Yeah, I can see you on your page, but I can't see it on mine. But it's okay. It'll probably show up once this is over.
Yeah, that's
But
crazy. That I don't know what is going on because I've never ever had this kind of problems with an interview. I've done over 7,000 interviews. I interview in the studios. I've never ever had this kind of problem with Facebook, Google, or anything.
well, forgive us
So
today, folks. StreamYard was acting up for my guest, and we was trying to get that going. It wasn't acting right, so we gonna do it through Facebook Live today.
yes,
So, as always, this episode of The Pot is brought to you by Hollywood TV, Hollywood Radio, Dollar Radio, Going In Radio, DemoniBrand.com, and North Shade Demore Boutique. So since we can't get it going this way, we're doing it the old school route, and this is the way we'll be doing it today, y'all. So I hope y'all enjoy my guest. I have the owner and creator of the Matrix and Terminator series, the one and only Sophia Stewart. How are you doing today?
I'm doing excellent now that I'm on. It was a ride and a half, but it was worth it.
Yeah. Welcome to the pot. Welcome to my Facebook Live. This is the first time I did a Facebook Live instead of through StreamYard. So I'm going to enjoy this moment because I'm going old school. I'm going back to the old roots today.
Well, this is crazy because I normally don't do Facebook. So this is
Yeah.
a moment in history. So, okay.
Yeah, this is a moment in history. So,
Yeah.
for those that don't know, the floor is yours. I usually like to let my guests give themselves a formal introduction for those that don't know you. The floor is yours, Queen.
Okay, I want everyone to know, hi, everyone out there. Sophia Stewart, Matrix and Terminator creator and owner of the Matrix and Terminator film franchises. Everybody knows, hey, you know these characters, everyone. I've written 4 books on Matrix and Terminator, and this is the latest book on Amazon. Get it on Amazon and Barnes and Nobles. And here are some of the other books. Here's one right here, Where It All Began, The Third Eye. This is my first book, and the first script for The Matrix and Terminator came out of this book. Copyrighted script, copyrighted book. And here's one of my other books with Neo on the cover. I don't know if you guys can see Neo right there, right here in the corner right here, hiding. But Neo's on the cover. Hallie Zulu wanted to write on this, and I let her because this is her first time ever writing a book, and it's with me. So I co-signed off for her. And here's my book and hardcover. Yes. So
Yeah, there we go.
yeah, and a lot of people don't know, but I won the court case actually in 2014. And it only took me 2 years to beat Warner Brothers attorneys, which was 111. And it only took me 1 year to beat my own law firms, which were 5 of them, but 6 because one of them has a law firm representing them. So I beat 6 law firms. It was docket to 2019, and the other one with Warner Brothers was docket 288. The first one was 2019, December the 4th, 2012, and the second one was September the 25th, 2014, 12 years ago. So don't believe the hype and the garbage on the internet. It's nothing but a distribution platform. They're lying on there, but hey, the lies don't disturb me. Love me or
That's
hate
right.
me.
And folks,
come to the truth.
That's right. Folks, I've seen the legal documents. I've seen everything. So when I tell you guys, this was like one of the biggest conspiracies I've ever seen in my life to try to hide that she is the owner and creator of these franchises. So before we get into the questions on the mental health and everything, I want to dive into it with you about this actual plot. You know, break it down for the people a bit about how this happened in the first place.
Well, actually, I was at USC. I have a degree in law. I have a degree in journalism, and this was in the '80s. And I went to school with Marcus Allen, Heisman winner, one of my boyfriends, Anthony Davis, USC Trojans. We're Trojans. My classmates, Ronnie Lott, Marcus Allen, Charles White, Heisman winner, was graduating.
The football player Marcus Allen?
Of course, yeah.
Oh, wow.
I went to his
That's a
Heisman
legend.
party. I went to his Heisman party and everything. He had a
Oh,
crush
that's
on
awesome.
me at that time. Yeah. Ronnie Lott, big superstar pro football player. James Sinclair, August Curley, Dennis Johnson, the Moore brothers, Cheryl Miller. These were all the ones who were my classmates when I was at USC.
Oh, that's awesome.
Of course, Reggie Barnes came later, I think in the 2000s. But SC has some of the most phenomenal graduates of directors and producers and sports figures and everybody you can even imagine.
Oh, that's awesome. That's definitely awesome. So, all right. How did these folks at Warner Brothers receive Sophia's script? Break that down for us.
It was my script in my book. It was this book. Let me show people my first book, where it all began: The Third Eye, Matrix, and Terminator. The third eye, because on Earth we have 2 eyes, but the third eye is the all-seeing, all-knowing eye of God. And the Matrix is the woman's womb, her stargate, her portal to bring babies into this physical domain called the Earth. See? And the logos raining down, the binary codes, the 1s and the 0. Matrix is in the Bible, 7,000-year-old Latin word for the woman's stargate or portal. Exodus 34th chapter, 19th verse, God says, "He who opens the matrix are my children, born through a woman," because the difference between a man and a woman is not the vagina and the penis. It is the womb. A woman can have a baby. She can have breast milk. She has a clitoris for feelings. She has an umbilical cord to feed the baby for 9 months or 10th month until that baby comes out. And so everybody needs to know there's no man upon the earth, Dr. Frankenstein is a liar, that's going to ever have a baby.
That's
or
right.
Breast milk or breast milk. And so what happened was, I was looking for George Lucas because I saw Star Wars in the late 1977. I was a kid growing up in not Harlem, but growing up in New York City. But I saw Star Wars over in Harlem because at the Apollo Theater, I used to go there all the time to see the greatest musical acts and superstars. And by daytime, the Apollo was transformed into a movie theater. And at nighttime, it was showtime at the Apollo. And so we would be there in the daytime watching movies, and I saw Star Wars, and I was like, I've never heard that name before. Science fiction, go in and look at it, and it just born in me the second coming of the Christ, the evolutions of consciousness, man versus the machine. The Matrix and the Terminator was born. One epic story divided into 2 franchises. I was looking for George Lucas. I saw Lucas' name, the director, and the credit. and I saw that he was over at 20th Century Fox. So I sent my book, copyrighted book and copyrighted script. And the letters are all in the book. The letters where they accepted. It's all in here. I mean, it's from Warner Brothers, 20th Century Fox. The letters, the document, the copyrights, everything is all in this book. There's no way you can doubt who created the characters, the graphics, the special effects. Look at this, the letter with 20th Century Fox and Columbia Pictures in the 80s. Can you imagine? I got these, and the FBI have all these documents. They were blown away that I knew how to do copyright. They were blown away that I knew how to do trademarks. So they stole the money. They didn't steal my work because it was already mine. It's like the car, the DeLorean car is in your name, and someone comes over and take the DeLorean and makes $1 million off the DeLorean. But the DeLorean belongs to you. You're not going to go to court to get your DeLorean back. But you're going to go to court to get the damages, the money, the $1 million that was made off of the DeLorean. They made $4.7 billion off of my work. I had to have 3 CPAs, certified public accountant, expert witnesses, $75,000 worth to validate it that I was owed $4.7 billion.
Wow.
So that's mind-boggling.
That is mind-boggling. And, it baffles me because not only did these franchises go on to win Oscars and everything, the thing that makes it crazy is that they just didn't want to give you the credit.
Yes, and that was the problem.
Yes, that was the problem. And I heard of your story 12 years ago. And, when I heard about your story, people were telling me like, oh, no, the Wachowski brothers are the ones who made the Matrix, and it wasn't a black woman. And I'm like, yo, yes, it was. Like, she's the one.
You should have
And
told
now,
them
12 years later, here we are today.
You should have
and
told
you're
them
here.
that the Wachowski brothers have no copyrights or no scripts in their names whatsoever. James Cameron has no copyrights, no trademarks, no scripts in their name. So how could they have written it if you go to the copyright office and nothing exists? It's just a bunch of bull crap in the media, bunch of lies and innuendos in the media. But when you go to the copyright and trademark office, Sophia Stewart is there. And you better believe these books are there. These books are selling on Amazon right now. Google Amazon.com right now. And I got 3 books on there right now selling around the globe, around the entire world.
Yeah.
That's right.
All right. So yeah, let's get into it. All right. You described yourself as a child prodigy and visionary.
That's right.
When did you first? Okay. you sent she to a hot hole in the day, y'all. She forward.
Well, I am, because I skipped high school. I didn't do any high school. I was reading and writing prolifically at 3 years old.
Oh wow, so that's awesome.
If I skipped high school and I took the New York Regents, and everybody from New York know what the Regents are, they're not to be played with. If I passed those Regents and they gave me the high school diploma and I skipped all of high school, come on now, and went into college and got a degree in law and a degree in journalism, come on, how many people can do that?
Yeah. So when did you realize your imagination was different than others, though?
It wasn't any imagination. I'm Cherokee and Portuguese. Cherokee. My grandmother was a shaman. My grandmother was a shaman, a healer, a seer, the oracle. I'm the oracle. They put myself in my work. So
you put your beliefs into your work. That's right.
That's right. Spiritual beliefs, metaphysics, quantum physics, calculus, ancient sacred geometry, nature. We have a closeness to spirit. The Cherokees, the natives, the Native Americans, and so we're not African Americans. Just because people have melanated skin doesn't mean they're Africans. Melanated skins is all over the whole world. The Greeks
That's
were
right.
melanated. The Turks were melanated. The Arabs, the East Indians, the Pakistanians. Oh, I could go on and on and on. The Asians, the Filipinas, you know, the Mexicans, the Latinas,
So let's talk about,
melanated doesn't mean that you come from Africa. And there are people all over the whole segment of the world that are melanated.
that's right. That's right. So let's talk
We have
about,
red copper skin. We have red copper. When you look in the penny, the copper, that's where the red copper come
yes,
from.
that does resemble our skin. That's a fact. So,
Yes. And I don't know why, because I kind of do know they wanted you to leave this beautiful land. We're indigenous to the land. The first people to be called niggers were the native tribes, the Native Americans. They called them niggers, Negroes, colored people, blacks. They called them Afro-Americans, talking about their hair. African Americans. When the conquistadors and the Portuguese came over here and started raping the Native Americans, this is where you see a Native American and a Latina, Spanish. That's the Mexicans over there. And the name Lopez and Mendoza and Garcia and Gonzalez, all these names came from Portugal and Spain. Some of the greatest kings, monarchs on the throne of England came from Portugal and Spain. Charlotte, Queen Charlotte, melanated. King Charles and King James Stewart and King Charles Stewart. James Stewart had a daughter named Sophia Stewart. You see what I'm talking about? But all this history, people do not know where people have come from. They don't know what all this is about. They don't know that this white skin came from Europe. It came from the Portuguese and the Spaniards.
all right, so
The
let me
blue
ask you.
eyes, the blonde hair, the strawberry blonde, the gray eyes, the green eyes. When you go to Mexico and you see, because we're the Aztecs and the Mayans and the Incas and the tribes over here in the Americas, they all had copper colored skin.
Yeah.
And then when the Portuguese and the Spaniards came over from Spain and Portugal, that's where all this white skin and blue eyes and gray eyes and all this European look came from.
All right, so here's my next question that I'll pose to you. All right. How did you ever feel misunderstood while developing futuristic concepts in the 80s? Like, what was people reaction when you were saying like, yo, I wanna write about these things in a book?
I didn't talk to people and say I want to write about things. I wrote about them. I wasn't
So
talking
how did
about it.
people, what was people's reception?
Oh, they were blown away. I was
Right.
already in the news that I was going to come out with the first science fiction with melanated superheroes. In 1981, the Los Angeles Sentinel was talking about me. I was already in the news with some of the major superstars, Lionel Richie and lots of people, celebrities, Smokey, and then they were all older than me. Suzanne DePass. Well, I could go on and on and on. I met Dinah Ross over there, you know, the Temptations. These people were much older, but I was meeting them while I was at USC.
Oh,
And
that's awesome.
two of my roommates became doctors. Dr. Paula Benjamin from New York City, Dr. Stephanie White right there from Carson, California. So I was already known in the media. You could go and look in the archives. The Jacksons are the ones who discovered me. I had a relationship with them over 30 years. The late Joe Jackson took me to the Oscars 2015 and let the media know that I was the first one to do Janet Jackson's first feature film script. And Janet and I are on pictures together. Lionel Richie, just tons of people. Lionel Richie's daughter, Sophia Richie's named after me. So I met tons of different celebrities and people, and it was already in the news.
Oh, that's
So
awesome.
yes.
That's definitely awesome. So let's take it back a bit. As a woman writing epic sci-fi during that era, I want to know, did you ever feel isolated, or did you feel comfortable in your skin in that moment
I've always
back
felt
then?
comfortable. I felt comfortable always. I mean, people were blown away by my writings.
So people
Come on,
loved it. That's
I'm writing
cool.
something that's 100 years in the future. This is the
Yeah.
first time anyone has ever seen a Terminator wrapped in flesh, look just like us, killed but cannot be killed. Do you understand? And Star Wars, with Lucas was doing little clankety clank metal robots. Star Wars, Star Trek, Lost in Space. They were doing H.G. Wells' old metal clankety clank. H.G. Wells was born in the Iron Age, and so he saw a AI, artificial intelligence, as old metal robot. Look, I'm born in the digital age, and so I'm seeing the AI looking like us, wrapped in flesh, a clone, a drone, a test tube baby, a petri dish baby, an artificial inseminated baby. I
Right.
also studied to be a doctor, so I knew all these concepts. I understood law. You see what I'm talking about? I'm 100 years before my time. I've changed the paradigm of the world. So now they're looking at AI a whole different way, because if I hadn't changed the paradigm, you would still be looking at old metal robots.
Yeah. So I can imagine what, you saw similarities in the movies, right? When both
Similarities,
of
what do
these
you
movies
mean?
came out, and you saw the similarities, like what emotions hit you in that moment?
There was no emotions. Look, I understood the concept. If Star Wars
Okay.
has the little robots and little metal robots and Lost in Space and Star
So
Trek
you were
robots.
satisfied then in that moment when you saw, like, when Terminator came out in '82. That was the year I was born.
I
When
created the Terminator. I
I
created how
know,
he
I
looked
know.
in
So
time
this is my
traveling. Wait a
question.
minute, with science fiction time travel,
Right.
and no, wait. Not only that, time traveling, but he's naked without shame. He's landing naked without shame because he hears the oracle's prophecy that a baby is going to be born that's going to take out the machines, the AI, the artificial the AI. They're going to take them out. And so he knows he has to time travel because the woman who's destined to have that baby is Sarah Connor. So he
Right.
has to take Sarah Connor out. So J.C. John Connor's Jesus Christ, who grows up to be Neo, Neoone, the one, in the future is going to take them out.
Right.
You
And that's
see?
crazy, because for those that didn't read your book, they wouldn't know that concept came from the other movie. You know what I'm saying?
That's
So,
right. Came from me. Look,
right, right.
Terminator.
So my question is, was it like I want to know how your mind works, right? So my question is,
That's why you need to
did you
read my
know
books.
did you know that when you created the Matrix and when you created the Terminator, were you expecting both of those to be the hits that they are today in that
No,
moment?
I never expected them to make billions of dollars. I never expected them
Right.
to change the whole paradigm of the world. I never expected them to be 2 to 3 billion fans globally around the world. I just never expected anything, because when you're writing, I'm not writing for expectations. I'm writing because I'm inspired. Star Wars, the wars in heaven, how the Elohims or the angels, a third of them fell to the earth. The fallen angels. But I'm doing this story in science fiction form, not biblical, because Hollywood would never print anything biblical. You see what I'm talking about? They would
That's
never
right.
print
That's
anything
right.
about God. They would never print anything about Jesus. So I said, let me do it in science fiction form, and they won't know what it is.
Subliminally. Right.
That's right. Neo, you're my personal savior. The red and the blue pill. You see, and see how deep the rabbit hole goes. You see what I'm
Yes, it
talking
was very
about?
subliminal and the
Um,
context was awesome.
that right, the dialogue, I'll be back. Because he's coming back 3 different Terminators. He's always coming back trying to kill, trying to destroy, so he can change the paradigm.
So fighting in federal court for years is emotionally exhausting.
No, I
What
wasn't
kept you
in the court
grounded?
for no. I wasn't in any courts for no years. Nobody's in
I,
any courtroom for
I
no
mean, 2
20 or
years
30
is
years.
still years.
No, 2 years to beat the 111 attorneys is by far is incredible. You need to ask any
Talk
lawyer.
heavy, Miss Sophia.
Ask any lawyer if that is not incredible. Ask any lawyer.
Talk heavy,
I
Miss Sophia.
no, there's no Miss Sophia. I'm married, and Miss
All right,
Sophia.
Sophia. Yeah,
Yes,
okay.
color purple. I'm not color purple. You need to get that where
Sophia,
that's from.
I forgot.
That's right. I am not color purple. Okay, that's over. She's color purple. My name is
Oh,
Sophia Stewart,
so,
and I'm happy
so,
to have that name. God's wisdom,
yes, yes.
but not color
So,
purple.
what kept you grounded though? Through that legal battle, what kept you grounded?
Well, I didn't have a battle. Listen, they couldn't even go into the courtroom because you got to realize they stole money from me. They didn't steal copyrights. No one can steal the title to your house. No one can steal the title to your car. No one can steal the title to your property, your company. Now, they can make money off your house. They can make money off your car. They can make money off your property. So when you go into the courts, you're going in there for damages. You're going to get the money. And if they stole, then they're not going to show up because that's jail time. So look, you can win any lawsuit with the truth. Because if somebody filed a lawsuit on Sophia Stewart, the burden of proof is on them. Do you know what the
Yeah, I
burden
feel
of
like
proof
they
is?
gaslit you.
Of course, they tried to, but you cannot suppress the truth. You can't hide the truth, and there's nothing you can do about the truth. The more you
That's
try
right.
to pressure it, the more it comes out and explode on you.
So, do you feel like the media coverage helped or hurt the situation when it was all first brought out to the public? How did you feel about that?
I think the media actually propelled it, out there, and whether it was good press or bad press, come on, good or bad, you're still gonna buy me. It's like Tupac says, controversy sells even greater than the truth and good. The fact is that it's 8 billion people on this earth, and it's wakening up people because everybody wants to know who's lying, who's telling the truth. And
That's right.
what greater way to find out than reading the books? Come on, the books. Come on, here it is right here. Where's their books? Where's their copyright? Where's their trademark? Because if you enter my work into any copyright or any trademark or any area, it's fraud. It's just like you go and get a driving license and you entered your brother's birth certificate, then get into a car accident. Well, you committed fraud. They're gonna lock you up.
Yeah, and it's surprising that they didn't even get locked up over this situation because
Well, you
that
know
was a
why?
massive cover up.
Well, you know why? Because they're paying to stay out of jail. Come on, Al Capone paid 20, 30, 40 years to stay out of jail. What did he do? Go to prison, and as soon as he got out, he died. 40 years. John Gotti died of cancer in prison. Bernie Madoff died at 70 probably years old, got 150 years. Whitey Bulger, somebody killed him in prison. Come on. He had a senator brother, and he had a FBI director friend that kept him out of jail. They pay to stay out of jail. Come on. What did Al Capone say when he got the phone call from the police commissioner? Police commissioner says to Al, look, we're gonna hit up 3 of your places, make sure you're not there because we have to make the public think we're doing our job. So all they're doing is making the public think they're doing their job. Come on.
Yeah.
You can't hold back the truth. And they're not going to get on your show and lie. What TV show do you see James Cameron on? What show do you see Andy and Larry with Chelsea on? Because it's a deposition. You know why? Because it's a deposition. You get on a show and you lie, that can be used against you. Did you know that? On the penalty of perjury, that is committing fraud. You can't go and put my work. You can't go and put my work into the copyright office or the trademark office. Are you crazy?
So did you manage?
Because under the penalty of perjury, the first thing the government asks you, if this is yours, does this belong to you under the penalty of perjury? Because if it's not, they're going to come back on you and prosecute you with your own words, with your own theft, with your own fraud.
So you represented yourself in court, right?
That's right. Who's
What
greater,
was
the
that feeling like
representative?
for you to represent yourself and to face these people who I'm sure try to throw money at the situation to make it go away, and it just
Oh,
didn't go
they
away?
they did a lot, but they would not show up in court because there was 4 or 5 FBI agents with Glocks on that would put them in jail. Their lawyers didn't even show up because if you're the mouthpiece and you're talking for them and you're gonna lie for them. No, none of them showed up. That's why I won default judgments. That's why I won 2 default judgments because there was nobody to dispute the truth. How about
Yeah.
that?
Wow. So
And I got
when
2
judges
judges recused off of it.
when the judges validated your claims, did
Yes.
it bring closure or open new wounds?
Yeah, I never had any wounds. Maybe they were bleeding because they're the criminals. And
Yeah, then it
I'm
did
dealing.
open some wounds, just not on your end because you're a warrior.
Right, that's right. Native blood.
That's right. That's right.
Amen. And I'm carrying the sword of truth.
Yeah. All right. So, what was the darkest moment during this court battle,
I had no
in your
darkest
opinion?
moment. I
What
wanted
would
to
you say
see
was the
them.
darkest moment?
I didn't see any darkness. I've never seen darkness.
Not even from their side on things that they tried to do.
What did they try to do?
They tried to basically say that you crazy and that you wasn't the one who you
Hey,
claimed to be.
whoa, now listen. They have called Tesla crazy. They have called some of the greatest minds in the world crazy. Are you kidding me? They call the Wright brothers crazy when they tried to fly the plane. They call Einstein crazy. Every genius, every creator, every phenomenal being has been called crazy. And if you are not called crazy, then you are not in that group. Come on. Are you
Yeah,
kidding me? Calling someone who's a great creator crazy is the norm for the greatest minds in the world.
that's right. So how did you deal with, the criticism from people when the story broke on ABC? It was a big thing when it broke on ABC. And I know that like you said earlier, for you it was a great thing, but um
I loved it. When
how
ABC broke my
did you feel
story,
about people in the beginning when it first came out? People, were going against your claims, like I said, even though you had the proof, there were millions of people saying it wasn't true. So how
well,
did that affect
let
you
me
in any
tell you
way?
that no, that don't affect me. I deal in truth. I deal in truth. It doesn't matter if somebody says I didn't do it. I knew that I did it, and I knew I had proof, and I knew I had the letters. You got to realize I had all of this. I had letters, proof, books that was already published, already out there, scripts, and copyright. So why the hell would I matter what people are saying?
Oh, that's
Maybe
cool. That's cool.
maybe I would be worried or thought something if I didn't have anything. But why
Yeah,
would I be worried if I have this? If I have this? Look, if I have these letters and FBI documentation, why would I worry about stuff? Look, copyrights are in here. The court
yeah,
cases in here. Come on, the script. Look, the
yeah.
pictures. Why would I be worried?
And I'm sorry, folks. Y'all know how I usually do the show, and Sophia sent me all of the docs, all of the docs. So if we were on StreamYard, I would have been able to show y'all everything. But we're here today. We're making it work. So let's talk about that a bit. Let's talk about the documents. Tell the people a bit about what these documents say for those
Well,
that
my
don't understand.
documents is showing that I actually got 2 judges, a federal judge and a magistrate judge, recused off of my case. They were evil. They were trying to block me. They were trying to use my own attorney to make me lose the case, and I had to get them off. I prayed to God. God gave me their secrets and told me to write it in a legal brief so the whole world can know about them. And once I wrote that, they got off of my case in a New York minute. Some new judges came in, Judge Dee Benson and Evelyn J first, and that's how I won. They were the
Oh,
rules.
that's
They ruled
awesome.
on my case that I was the creator and owner of the Matrix and Terminator, and it all started with this book right here, where it all began. You can see the logos and everything. You can go inside and see the red and blue peel. I'll be back. The dialogue, the graphics, the special effects, all of the characters, the whole 9 yards.
You know that
Right
"I'll
there.
be back" is signature now for Arnold Schwarzenegger. You know, so you created it.
Yes.
You
Yes.
created it. You know, so for people around the world that did not know that these films were created from the mind of an intelligent black woman, I know some people was just losing their mind when they found out. You know, but
Oh yeah, they're
I think
haters. Look, they're haters, but
I
but but
think
but you can't doubt this. You can't doubt this. Do you see what I'm talking about? I have 4 books and copyrights and trademarks. You can't doubt it. I mean, how are you gonna doubt that? Come on, how are you gonna doubt that?
truth,
Seriously, how are you gonna doubt that?
truth. You know, it's one thing for people to claim something, but when you got paperwork and proof to back it up, is another. You know, and I think that was one of the most amazing things about your case is that they could not detest anything because you had everything needed to prove what you said you were the owner of. So did they try to like blackball you in the industry or anything after you won your
How
case?
wait a minute, how can they blackball me in the industry when I never belonged to the industry? You got to realize I've
Hey, she
never
said, I ain't
belonged
Charles
to.
Child. This is just my work. Don't get it twisted.
I was never working in the industry. I never worked in the industry. So someone asked me that question. I'm like, how can I be blackballed if I never worked? It's just like you saying, how did you feel when they locked you out of Apple? If you never was in Apple, you won't feel anything because you were never
Right.
there. So I was never blackballed because I was never part of the industry. You got to realize I'm an author of several books on Matrix and Terminator. I'm a screenwriter, a producer, a prodigy, a poet of over 100 poems and stuff, and won numerous awards. And I make money off of films and scripts, and they offered me $30 million for the shooting script to this book right here. Are you kidding me? It's worth $50 million or more. It's all new and originally.
Are you there? Seems like we can't hear you. All right, we got to get Miss Sophia back on. Something happened, y'all. All right, we gonna wait a second. We gonna get we gonna get Sophia back on. I'm gonna stop saying Miss because she gonna air me out if I keep calling her Miss. But we gonna get Sophia back on. Are you there? Can you hear? All right, we have to bring her back on camera. Give me a second, folks. Doing the show a little different today, y'all. So y'all gotta bear with me. You know, we were having some technical difficulties through the software. So we decided to hop on Facebook, y'all. And I'm gonna bring her back on when she comes back. She's gonna come back and we're gonna continue it out. Just give me a second. What's up, folks watching? Thanks for watching, everybody watching the pot. As always, this is brought to you by Collywood TV, Collywood Radio, Dollar Radio, Going In Radio, DemoniBrand.com, and NorthShadeDemoreBoutique.com. Sitting here interviewing the one, the only Sophia Stewart. She is the owner and the creator of the Matrix and Terminator series. These are like the biggest movies of the 2010s. She's here. if you can come back on, I'm trying to get you back on. I don't know what happened, but I'm trying to bring you back on, Miss Sophia. Sophia, I'm sorry, I gotta stop saying Miss, but I gotta bring you back on, and I'm trying to get you back on. So request to join the live. I see you're trying. Oh, you had a phone call. Yeah, that's what kicked you out of the camera. You had a phone call. So they kind of kicked you out right now. So I'm trying to get you back on, Miss. So I'm trying to get you back on, Sophia. Hold on. I need you to hit the button where it says request to be on. I'm gonna need you to send that to me because they're not allowing me to reach out to you, and it might be because of your fan base and how big your page is. Your page is bigger than mine. So trying to get you back on. Let's try to get it going. I'm trying to find your name in my friends list so I can put you on that way. All right. And it seems as if like I'm having trouble trying to get you on. So okay. It says that you're live, so you would have to. Here we go. There we go. I sent it to you. I just sent you the invite to come on.
Okay.
There you go.
Okay, there I go. You put when you
All
said
right,
join
we're
with
back.
camera, it popped on. When you said join with camera, it came right on.
Yeah.
Because I was trying over and over. I'm like, oh man. I said, I hope this is not them trying to prevent me from speaking.
Yeah, and I feel the same way. I feel like that's what happened with the software. They're trying to prevent you because, you know, I'm getting watched a little bit now. I did this with President-elect Cornel West when I tried to get him on running for president and his vice presidential running mate, and all of a sudden I started having technical difficulties. So
See?
I think the people with some real power behind it that's not playing the game that they want to play, they try to block them out some type of way any way they can. And
Yeah, I think it was something to do with them because when you sent me the join with camera, it popped up and I came right back on.
yeah, but you know, when we tried through the other way, the way that I usually do with all my guests, there was some type of difficulties that's unbeknown to me because I
Me
have no
too. I
idea what
mean,
was going on with them.
I never experienced that ever, and I've done over 7,000 interviews. I do StreamYard, and this is my first time doing Facebook, but the rest is history. I do everything.
Yeah,
So I'm just happy to be on the show tonight, and people they're smart now. We're in 2026. They know the bull crap. They know when somebody's trying to stop somebody. And like I said, I don't worry about them. I work for God. I don't work for man, and I don't worry about man and his problems. I
that's
just
right.
turn to God and I wait on God to make the right moves and to clear the situations for me.
That's right. And we definitely wait on God around here.
Yes, yes. So
So
I'm good to go.
let's talk about growing up. Tell the people where you're originally from.
New York City, New York.
So
The
what was New
the
York
boogie
like for
down.
you? What was New York like for you as a kid?
It was phenomenal. The most communication city in the world. where the greatest minds, the greatest workers, the most exciting time. I mean, everything is just super. I can't explain New York, but growing up in New York is just an education in itself. Uh, I can't see myself growing up anyplace else.
Oh, that's awesome.
It would be an injustice.
You know, I'm from Philadelphia,
It
so it's kind of like we cousins. New York and Philly is like cousins.
Well, I had friends in Philly, and when I was a kid, I would go to Philly. So I had a friend, Patricia Harris. She was in North Philly, and I would go see her all the time. In fact, you know, in Rocky, where you run up the stairs, where they have that statue, we used
The
to
art
do that
museum.
years. Yeah, we used to do that because she lived in like a little, you know how they have those little joint houses, and they're all side row houses. She lived in one of those, and we were all over the place. We were latchkey kids. She was over in New York. Philly had the best music, the best sounds in the world. I mean, some of the greatest music came out of Philly.
That's a
You know
fact.
Teddy Pendergrass and all of them. And we used to go to the East Orange roller rink to roller skate. We'd be over in Jersey and Newark buying clothes, no sales taxes. We'd be over in Jersey City, chickens alight. And we would travel in a big crowd, like 10 or 12 of us, riding the subways, just all over the place.
So
Port
who was that
Authority.
person for you? Who was that person for you that saw your writing talent and pushed you to move forward and put literature out? Who was that person for
Well,
you?
I would have to say my grandmother because I was writing for her. She couldn't read or write, so I would write for her, and you cannot fool her. You have to read it back to her. Like you write whatever she said, and then she would send me to the stores when I was little. So I was always counting money because you had to come back with the right change. You couldn't come back with the money still missing. That's not going to happen.
Oh,
So
that's
I
cool.
think that she geared me for a lot of things in the world. And I was working when I was 12 years old at the Dairy Queen. You know what I'm saying? So I knew how to work. I knew how to take care of myself. As a teenager, I had my own apartment, my own phones. So, you know, hey, I was good. Good to go. Not afraid of anything.
So what advice would you give to someone fighting the system, especially if the system is bigger than them? What advice would you give?
All you have to do is bring the truth, bring God and truth. I brought God and truth. I proved that God exists because look, no one has ever threatened me. No one has ever harmed me. No one has ever tried to do anything. And what do? I speak the truth, and I'm not afraid. A lot of people they'll kill them for speaking the truth. But when you are entrenched with God and truth, nothing like that's going to happen. You're delivering the message of God, the second coming of the Christ, the evolutions of consciousness, man versus the machine. My other book, the Matrix Trivia book. Go to Amazon, get the books, read the truth, see the proof. And so it doesn't matter if someone loves you or hates you, if they lie on you, the truth is always going to prevail.
That's right. That's right. So would you say motherhood also shaped your resilience? Talk about it a bit.
Well, Matrix could have only been written by a woman because we're the ones that have that matrix room. Matrix is a 7,000-year-old Latin word for the woman's stargate or portal, her womb to bring babies into this physical domain called the earth. Do you see what I'm talking about? So only a woman would know about birthing and babies and being the mother of the matrix. I'm not the mother of the matrix because I don't birth the whole world and have all the
They
babies.
tagged you that name
Every
though.
well, they no, that's a tagline. They gave me a tagline. A reporter, a journalist gave me a tagline. But it's not true because every woman is the mother of her womb. Every woman is the mother of the matrix because she's having babies. The whole world, only the females can have babies. So
That's
I'm
right.
not birthing the whole world's babies. No, every woman is the mother of her womb matrix, her stargate, her portal called the matrix. So I would be a liar if I said I was the mother of the matrix. No, every woman is the mother of her womb and her children that comes out of her stargate, her portal.
So let me ask you, this a mental health question.
Go right ahead.
What triggers you today, and did your children understand what you were fighting for?
I didn't fight for anything. How can I fight for something that was stolen and it's mine, the money? Everybody
Well,
goes
that's
into the
what you was
court.
fighting for, though. You was fighting to get your
No,
money.
no, I wasn't fighting to get my money. You don't fight when you have truth. You just go in and resolve things. That's all it calls resolving,
Yes,
but it's not
that's a great way
fighting.
to
Yeah,
say it. That is
I'm
a
not
great way.
fighting. These people are on the
It's
verge
a
of going to
resolving issue.
prison.
Yes,
Yeah, come
I would
on.
agree with that.
Yeah. I'm cracking up laughing.
So,
Why would I
how
fight
did your
for
children feel about it, though? How did your
well, my
children feel
my
that
kids,
you was going in for it?
I have two kids, a boy and a girl. They don't see things like that. Kids don't see you as this great defender. They just see you as their mother. They don't pay attention to anything, and they've like inherited a lot of your gifts. So they're doing creative things. They're doing phenomenal things on their own, and their minds is saturated on that.
Oh, that's
So
awesome.
they
Another call, y'all. Y'all gotta stop calling Sophia while she trying to do this interview with your boy. We're here, y'all, and we are having a wonderful conversation. Sophia Stewart, owner and creator of the Matrix and Terminator franchises. We're on a small portion of the interview, but we're going to talk about the characters a bit more when she comes back, and we're going to dive into, the Keanu Reeves, Arnold Schwarzenegger parts of these franchises, because her vision was brought to life in a magnificent way, because, as you know, most of us that watch these movies were blown away. Till this day, The Matrix is like one of the best movies that I've ever seen. So when she comes back, we'll get into that. You're here live with your boy 105.7 The Phase, Dollar Radio, Going In Radio. We here, y'all. We here. Sophia Stewart, the owner and creator of the Matrix and the Terminator franchises, took the Giants to court and won because she said, she had the truth. She had all her paperwork in a row, all her ducks in a row, and she's the author and creator. So what could they do? What could they do? They had to pay her bread, y'all, and they didn't show up. So that's another big part of it too. They didn't show up because they would have looked stupid, and the devil tries to kill, steal, and destroy all day. But when you got God on your side, it's not going to happen. We know that. So I think this is an amazing story to speak about today. And for those that never knew it, now. I'm waiting for her to come back on, and when she comes back on, we'll get back into it and finish it up and wrap it up. But until then, you got me. And the show's not on like it usually does because Sophia and I were having technical difficulties trying to get this going. But we're back. We're here. We found a way. When people try to block you from doing something, you still make a way. God makes a way. Remember that. So we're here, and I hope y'all are with us. And when she comes back, we'll finish up the rest of it and get it going, y'all. All right. So what y'all think about what y'all heard so far? I want y'all to, chime in, put some comments up in this section under me. Tell me what y'all think. How do y'all feel about Sophia's story so far? A lot of people, like I told you, a lot of people early on in the beginning of this interview, like I said, a lot of people didn't believe, that she was the owner and creator of the Matrix and the Terminator franchises. And like I said, I seen all the paperwork, y'all. I seen it all. Like I literally seen it all. So, and she sent it all to me. So hopefully we can do another interview, and we'll do a part 2 of the interview where I can show all the legal documents. I have them. So this is just not hearsay. And she definitely won her case. $1 billion, multi-billion dollar case. So, uh, she's giving it to y'all straight from her point of view, like only she can, because she is the one who went through this little bit of a situation because she resolved it, like she said. So just rock with your boy for a second, be patient. Hopefully we can get it going again when she comes back. All right. All right. So I hope y'all enjoy the interview so far. Okay, here she is. Trying to get her back on, y'all. Well, it says she's in the broadcast. I'm trying to get you back on. For some reason, it's asking me to remove you, but it's not letting me add you back like before. Make another comment. That might work. All right, we trying to get it going, y'all. We trying to get it going, y'all. It seems like they're really hating on us right now. I might have to come off and add her back if we have this situation again, y'all. So just sit tight with us. Like they're really trying to. Yes, it's a lot of hate coming from them. It's Sophia. Sophia, it's a lot of hate coming from. It is. I agree. Because now the situation is a little even more weird. Like we're trying to get her on, and now they won't even let me add her on. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to finish it and go back live because it seems as if they're not letting me add you back on. Okay, here's what I can do. Ah, Jesus. All right, let me see. Trying to see what's going on here, y'all. Bear with your boy. Hollywood TV, Dollar Radio, Going On Radio. Boom. Okay. You should have an alert to come on. All right. Try adding, requesting to join the live, Sophia. Request to join. There we go. You should be able to join now. Try it now. It says this person was unable to join because of technical difficulties. Yeah, so I'm going to end the live and add you right back, Sophia. So stay right where you are. Folks, we'll be right back.